There are things I do in every single piece of content I create, every single video, and most of you will not have noticed these things ever. Some of you will because you're eagle-eyed, but I swear by these things because the moment that I stray from them is the moment that my content starts flopping like a wet fish. The first thing I do is before I post any single piece of content, I will watch the first couple of seconds on mute. I need to make sure that my content is visually engaging enough to stop somebody from scrolling without hearing what I have to say, because a lot of people watch on mute in the first place. And for that same reason, I make sure that the start of every video begins with movement, even just subtle movement, because humans are hardwired to detect any kind of motion. The way that I do this is I will press the record button. I will just chat for a bit before I start getting into the content. I talk a lot with my body and my hands, so there's usually some kind of natural movement. I don't hold eye contact the whole time. I will look away, I'll look down, I'll move around, because that's the way I talk normally when I'm talking to a friend. I don't just stare at them like this the entire time. I use a technique that I teach in the content club called the second beat. This is one of my favorite things that I teach. And basically, this is a line that you say after you deliver your hook to set the tone for the rest of the video. I love this technique. I prioritize the text hook at the very beginning of the video. I make sure that the text hook always includes the keywords for what I want the video to be known for and categorized for, and I include some kind of superlative to grab somebody's attention. I make sure that the font is really simple and the colors are high contrast. And then when it comes to my verbal hook, I also make sure that I'm getting those keywords in there pretty early, and I start with emotion. I always think to myself, what emotion am I trying to stir in the first line that I deliver? Usually for my content, it's FOMO. And this is a more personal thing that I do, but I really recommend this to everybody if you want to be a better content creator, especially if you do a lot of talking to the camera. I watch a shit ton of stand-up comedy. I watch comedy specials every single day. And before I'm recording content, I will either be watching a stand-up special, watching clips, or listening to a comedian on a podcast. You will learn more about pacing, about delivery, about tone from watching stand-up comedy than you'll learn from anything else. If you've ever noticed that I do any of these things in my content, drop a comment and let me know, and I'll try and be more subtle about it in future. But I would love to know if you have any tricks for your content that you use all the time as well.